Hello, one and all. This is Luckless Lovelocks bringing you the full release of Firewatch. I got a preview copy of this game, which I played the first couple of days of, but I'm really excited to continue the story and see what kind of changes they made to the full release. So without further ado, let's go on this adventure together. Boulder, Colorado, 1975. Okay, interesting. So this is, there's a whole introduction, it looks like. See Julia. She's about your age, late 20s, laughing with well-dressed professors and grad students from nearby CU Boulder. You, Henry, are out drinking with your pals. Not quite as accomplished. You approach her. You are drunk. This is me. You're pretty. You're pretty, she says coolly. You are not. You are a future hangover. What? You reply, confused. Someone should buy you a cheeseburger, she says. Oh, my kind of lady. She flags down a waiter, and 1 week later, you're Julia's boyfriend. Here we are in an elevator. Grab her backpack. You date for over a year. She drives you absolutely nuts. It's great. You move in. You share an apartment near the school with a view of the mountains. You two drink beers out on the deck. You drink beer just about anywhere. Life is good. Julia wants to get a dog. It's a scruffy, undersized beagle. Julia is in love. She wants to bring it with her to class. There's also an intimidating but gentle-eyed German Shepherd. Nothing bad could happen to Julia while walking this dog. It's badass. That's a tough call. The beagle, who she's in love with, or the shepherd that's gonna keep her protected. I'm gonna go with the beagle. I like Bucket as a name, and she loves it. Bucket's a good dog, and a week later, you've totally forgotten about the other one. Julia loves him. You love him too. 1979. You talk out on the deck. Summer, 9:30 p.m., and the heat still radiates off the high desert. What do you think about kids? She asks. Kids? They're not very smart. They're good at much. Saying if you and I have some. Couple little idiots. No hurry on that. She looks away, out towards the mountains. You have plenty of time, right? Speak for yourself, mister. Don't worry, you assure her. Tell her she has the body of an undergrad. My ovaries didn't get the memo, she says, laughing it off. One day, okay? Okay, one day, she says. 6 months later, you get engaged lying in bed on a Sunday morning. Also sounds like me. 1980. It's a Thursday night and Julia is 4 hours late. She doesn't call. You're worried and getting angrier by the minute. She walks in after you've gone to bed. She's not quite drunk, but she's clearly been having a fun time. You fight when she gets between the sheets. You get mad. Call her an inconsiderate asshole. She tells you to fuck yourself, not to be such a baby. You call her selfish. She knows you mean it, and it hurts her feelings. 1981. This is the year I was born, by the way. Julia still likes to draw. She draws plants from her research. She draws all the places you go. She draws you. You pose and flex like He-Man. Do that every day. You look awesome. (1982). During the summers, you and Julia enjoy walking Bucket at night. There's a festival in town. Brings in folks from faraway places. One of them tries to mug you with a knife. Bucket gets kicked. Fuck! Dog! Julia yells. She gets flustered and has trouble speaking when she's stressed. You confront the attacker. Beat his goddamn face in. Your arm gets cut up, but you beat the guy to a pulp. You don't feel very tough. You cry your eyes out before the cops show up. Julia asks to take a different path from that day forward. You say okay. You don't want to go that way either. From then on, you walk by the river. 1984. Plans to have kids get waylaid by work. Julia gets offered a job at Yale. Yale's in Connecticut, 2,000 miles away. It's a great job, associate department chair. She wants to move. You absolutely do not. She wants to go. Both of these choices are selfish, but this one's a bit less selfish. You ask her if she'll commute back and forth. You don't want to move to Connecticut. She says that'll be hard, but she'll do it if you won't move. Tell her not to pass it up if that's what she wants. She agrees. She flies back to Boulder 3 times each semester. 1985. Julia sent home from Yale on paid leave after having an episode. She lost it on a colleague for borrowing books that were important to her research. She didn't remember she had happily loaned them to him just 2 days prior. She was found crying in the stairwell. You make macaroni and drink wine and try to forget about it. It works. You watch Dallas on TV and sleep together on the couch. God, this is gonna get sad, isn't it? Oh, it's the He-Man shrine. God. Bucket is getting older. Julia comments it's kind of nice because he gets in less trouble around the house. A week later, she goes back to the university. 1987. Julia's affliction gets worse. She can't remember things in class. Her research is in shambles. She drives her car to the next town over for no particular reason. It has to be brought home by the police. She's devastated. She's sent home on permanent medical leave. Some days, you get the Julia who calls you a dope, your unborn children little idiots. Other days, you get a stranger. She pulls you into bed to make love. After 5 minutes, she goes into a panic, believing her dad is at the door. Shit. Tell her family they are crushed and begin to make trips to and from their home in Australia to visit her. For a while, your friends come by with little things to brighten the day. It gets worse. 1988. Spend your days following Julia around the house. Count the seconds between the 2 weekly visits from Daniel the nurse. He suggests that Julia could live somewhere else, somewhere with 24-hour care, a home. Sits with you for a couple of months. You're determined to take care of her by yourself. Game's gonna make me cry, isn't it? It is impossibly hard. The worst is when you get mad at her. When she tries to cook her own food. You can't do anything without her. She can't do anything without you. She goes to sleep. You stay up for a few hours. Drinking on the deck. Watching baseball in the summer. College basketball in the winter. Drinking then too. You start going out after you put her to bed. First time you do it, you worry about her getting up and walking around while you're gone. Put a chair in front of the bedroom door. Go to the same bar at the boring end of Pearl Street. It's nice there. For a time, you tell Sheila the bartender everything. A huge weight off. You're home and in bed by 1 a.m. a couple nights a week. You look forward to those nights. 1989. One night you are stopped at a DUI checkpoint. You blow .10 and are taken to jail for the night. You consider trying to hide it, but you tell your sister-in-law, Susan. Julia's parents take the next plane from Australia. They can't believe the state your house is in. Then they tell you Julia is coming to live with them. You don't argue. You say you'll visit soon. A few weeks go by. Summer is coming, and you see an ad in the paper for a job. You take it.
Hello, Two Forks Tower.
Hello? Hello? God, that was really hard to take, guys.
Two Forks Tower, this is Thoroughfare Tower. Come in.
Hello? Whoever this is?
It's Henry, right?
Yeah.
I'm Delilah.
Yeah, that's what the guy said on the phone.
So, what's wrong with you?
Excuse me?
What's wrong with you?
People take this job to get away from something. So, what's wrong?
What's wrong with you?
That's a great idea. Go ahead.
Look, I just hiked for 2 days, so I don't really follow whatever it is you're doing right now.
You take a stab at what's wrong with me.
Fine, then can I sleep forever?
Sure, buddy. Okay, now go ahead.
Oh, she's definitely killed 3 ex-husbands.
Okay, you've killed 3 husbands. You're a Black Widow, and you're just out here until the heat dies down, and then you'll kill again.
Ooh, very good. Bravo, Henry.
Okay, I sleep now?
Not quite. Now you.
Okay, good night, bye.
Let's see. I don't know anything about you. I say you got fired from your job and have finally decided to write your novel. That's the sort of bullshit reason you'll find a man out in the woods.
Good night.
Welcome to the job.
I wonder how close she is.
Good morning, Henry. Well, I guess good afternoon. You probably slept like a rock. Anyway, there's still a few hours of daylight to get some work in. I can see you at your desk, so call me when you're ready.
Weren't there boards over the windows? Maybe I'm crazy, but I could have sworn the windows were boarded up. So we are a writer. Okay, we can read this. April 28th, 1989. Tomorrow's the big day. I was going to drive up today, but there's a guy coming by from the university to grab another box of books. And he was a real pain in the ass about doing it before I left. Means I get to catch the Nuggets game tonight. Not that Phoenix isn't going to take this series in 3 straight. There's always next year. It's hard to read on the angle. Not sure I'll get another chance to write until I'm settled in. I'm pretty sure the drive up to Lander is going to wipe me. May 1st, 1989. Hiked in last night, got lost a lot on the way here, and then met my boss, Delilah. Real piece of work. Hopefully we don't have to talk too much. Maybe I'm just grumpy from a lack of sleep. Didn't get a wink last night, and I was pretty sure there was a bear sniffing around my tent. Damn. Actually made a good fire last night, and flipped through Julia's journal. Still feel weird about having it. Susan thinks it's a good way to... What's the word she used? Stay connected to the real Jules. I was sitting there looking at it. I don't know if it's a good idea for me to keep doing that. Didn't feel good, and yeah, like I said, I didn't sleep great after that, but it was probably the bear. Alright, it's late afternoon. I gotta check in with the boss. Something. Imagine. Can you move your hand, please, Henry? Imagine I won't have a hell of a lot to do. Imagine I won't have a hell of a lot to do. Okay.
Hey, sorry, guess I slept in.
You got a relaxing, 14 hours of sleep? Woo!
Yeah, Jesus, I guess it's 6?
6:45.
Whoops.
Don't worry about it. That hike puts everyone out of commission for a day or two. But now that you're up, let me quickly get you acquainted with the job. There's a thing in the middle of your room with a round map on it. Do you see it?
Okay, yeah, I see it.
This is the Osborne Firefinder, invented in 1914 by W.B.
Osborne?
You use this to spot, you guessed it, What the fuck?
What is it?
Huh?
Nothing. You use this to...
fuck her?
Me!
God, language, lady.
Out your west-facing window.
I need some comedy.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing?
NT's compass.
Are those fucking
West.
fireworks?
They most definitely are.
Whoa, that's not legal, right?
No. You need to get down there right now and stop them. Fire danger is through the fucking roof.
Is that really my job?
Your job is whatever I say it is. Look, the closest ranger is like 2 days away. Go down there and set him straight.
Like, kick the shit out of him sort of straight?
No. Jesus, no.
What? I'm not a cop. It's not like I've got a rule book over here.
Just make sure they don't do it again. Take their shit.
All right, fine.
Don't feed anyone a knuckle sandwich. Get going. You'll probably need a rope to get down the shale between you and the lake, if I remember right. There should be one in the supply box on the way. The code is 1234. It's actually that for all of them.
Smart.
Smart.
Shut up.
Oh, I definitely needed that laugh. Okay, guys, I'm going to wrap up this episode here. I'm anxious to continue along this journey with you guys. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. This is Luckless Lovelocks, signing off for now.